Good morning, UNF. You're watching The Early Bird, brought to you by Spinnaker TV. Today we're in the Student Union. I'm Nicole Laura.
And I'm Grady Trimble. This week is all about saving you money.
From restaurant deals and inside tips to catch the Osprey bus right to campus events.
We've got that and much more right here, right now, live on The Early Bird.
We're going to talk all about how to save money, but first you need to make the money. If you're an Osprey looking for an internship or a job, check out the Job News Jacks Fair from 10 to 2 today in the University Center. Top employers including Allstate Insurance and Rena Broadcasting will be in attendance. Dress professionally and make sure to bring lots of resumes. Now, Grady, I know you've had great experience in the past. Can you tell us a little bit more?
Well, I think that's perfect what you noted about dressing professionally and
Yes.
bringing your resumes, because those are the two top tips that anyone looking for an internship or job has to do. I had my internships over summer with a radio station and a TV station.
Exactly.
And it was a great experience, but it all started with a job fair. So I went out to the job fair. I had a tie on. I know it's foreign to a lot of college students, but you need to have your Oxford, your button-down shirts, and your ties to go with it. And wear pants. Don't go in shorts. It's cold enough to wear pants anyway. But those are some great tips. And then bring a ton of resumes, because you never know who you're going to run into at those internship
Exactly.
fairs.
You know, it's really all about networking and getting your name out there, because without knowing those people and meeting in face-to-face, you know, you're not going to get very far.
Exactly. You know, they have stacks of resumes, and when you meet them personally at the fair, that's a face that they can associate with the resume. And then you can get in contact with them and say, remember when we met? That's a perfect way to start an email or a phone call to them, instead of just cold calling somebody and just hoping that they answer and are willing to talk to you. So like you said, the internship fair is a perfect way to get your foot in the door a little bit.
Exactly.
And then we also have a little bit for the future doctors. The Division of Continuing Education is holding a medical school and MCAT orientation session today from 4 to 8 in the University Center. Attendees will receive information to explore a career in medicine. You know, Nicole, I know you don't exactly want to be a doctor, do you?
I don't. No, I don't.
Yeah, it's not in the cards for me either. I'm sorry, Dad, I'm not keeping the family tradition alive.
It's okay, though. No, but you're going into broadcasting.
Yes, exactly.
So.
You know, but those are great opportunities as well. You know, exploring the career before you get into it is very important to make sure it's exactly what you want to do if you're going to commit your whole life to it.
Exactly, especially with something like being a doctor. You know, for me, I don't like it because of the blood and all that stuff, but learning how to take the MCAT and being prepared and asking questions at this event, you know, you're really going to know more.
Yeah, and
if you want to go into this and do it forever.
You're going to be going to school for 8 years, you better like what
you're doing. Yes, exactly.
All right, and if being a doctor isn't for you, but you hope to have a career in the medical field, the Physical Therapy Employer Showcase is at noon today in the Student Union. So that as well is going to be a great opportunity for networking. It's a good place to line up some career opportunities and ask the questions you need. You know, we just mentioned how it's so important to ask questions and make sure that you're prepared going into it.
Exactly. You know, you want to know what you're getting into, and these events, all three really, are great opportunities for you to do that.
And when you get your PhD in physical therapy, that's also a huge commitment that you're making for the rest of your life. So it's something that you really want to consider, and just ask questions of professionals. What's the best way to get my foot in the door? What's the best way to work into the field?
What else can you be doing to get yourself there? And you know, it's honestly, it's never too early to start. So even if you're a freshman and you're wondering, well, this is not for me, this is for seniors, it's really not. You know, you can start whenever. The sooner the better.
Exactly. You know, I think it's better to start early than to realize too late that you should
have started early. So we're giving you the advice to start early.
Exactly. And the weekend may be over, but that cool breeze is still here. Will it be staying around?
The wind is crazy today, so make sure you're prepared for that. But we're going to check in with Lindsay to see how long it's going to be here.
Hey there there, Ospreys. Lindsay Kilbright here with your early bird weather report. If you haven't stepped outside yet today, you're not missing out on much. Today's weather is forecasted to be a little bit less than desirable. Right now, we're starting off with temperatures in the low 60s, and there's a low of 62 today, but right now we're at probably around 70 degrees. It's going to get up to 73 degrees today if we see right here. It's also going to be a little bit warmer in Jack's Beach, a high of 77, which is kind of strange. Now, there is a 30% chance of rain today, but I would recommend a raincoat with a hood over an umbrella. The reason being is it's going to be rather windy, and umbrellas have a tendency to not hold up to harsh winds. So we see over here, the darker areas and like the really dark blue means it's going to be really windy today. So how windy is really windy? Well, 21 miles per hour. If you want to compare it to something on a normal day, 4 to 10 miles per hour is is a normal amount of wind. 15 miles per hour is pretty windy. So 21 is going to be make things feel a lot cooler outside today. So now, today you will need wardrobe and route planning. So here's a 3-day forecast to assist you in planning your weather-related details for the rest of the week. Alrighty, so today it's going to be rainy with high winds. Wednesday is a 30% chance of showers with a high of 77. And Thursday is a 30% chance of isolated thunderstorms with a drastic range of temperatures, a low of 56 and a high of 82. Now, as we experience cooler temperatures, many people are investing in new boots and jackets, but for many college students, a new wardrobe for fall is not in the budget. So there are ways to work with your existing wardrobe to make your make it fall friendly and not empty your bank account. So for one, you can keep your clothes in good shape. A lot can be recycled throughout the seasons. And if you have a really big coat that you're not going to be using during the summer, you can vacuum seal it. And then same for fall. If there's like some things that you're not going to be wearing, you can hang them up in a different room just so that they're out of the way and not getting mangled up in your normal things. So basic items are always in style, so you can dress them up with trendy accessories such as a cute scarf. That way you exert the perfect balance of style and classiness. And the last is to mix in summer shirts with fall sweaters and jackets to add variety to your wardrobe. So thanks for listening, and I'll catch you guys back on Thursday where I talk about those geese we all love so much. Back to you, Grady and Nicole.
Okay, thank you so much, Lindsay. Now, our weather people really know what they're talking about when it comes to clothing.
They do.
Yesterday, Kay gave us tips about making your clothes warm for putting them on, which I thought would just be put them in the dryer.
Yes, that's what I do. So
she said to put them in the microwave. I thought that was do you do that?
I've never done that, and I've never even heard of it, to be honest.
And then today, Lindsay talked about putting your clothes in vacuum sealed bags.
Yes, and actually I'm an advocate for that. I actually do that with all of my winter clothes, especially living in the dorms. I did that to just save room.
Yeah, save some space by vacuum
Exactly.
sealing. That's something that I haven't done, but I don't think I'm going to be microwaving my clothes anytime soon. No disrespect to Kay, but I may start putting them in a vacuum
It's
bag.
a great advice just to, save space.
Yeah, exactly. So now we have the weather, and we gave you ways to find jobs locally. But coming up on the Early Bird, we'll be giving you some more money-saving tips.
Yes, that's right. Keep it here, Ospreys.
We'll be right back.
Looking for these? You drive buzzed. Could be one very expensive ride.
First, you gotta make bail. Then pay me to get your car back.
Your insurance premiums will go through the roof.
And my legal fees just keep adding up. All told, it could end up costing you $10,000.
Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Welcome back to the Early Bird. We are live on Spinnaker TV this morning.
That's right. And as college students, we're always looking for a break in our wallets.
That's true.
So today we're going to be sharing tips on how to keep it safe in your wallet.
Yes.
When I was a freshman, I wasn't sure what meal plan I should get. I was a little worried if I would eat enough or if it was going to be too much. So a little word of advice, don't get more than you need. The smallest amount possible is usually the best because you do have a fridge in your room and you can get food at Publix or Walgreens or Walmart. So Grady, I know this was my biggest fear when I was
a huge problem with that as well when I was here for my first year. You know, I thought that I needed all the meals that I could get at the cafeteria, but in reality, I was only eating about 10 or 11 meals a week. So when I was paying for 14, it wasn't worth it. I was going every week. I would go to the grocery store hungry, and of course,
when you're hungry, you buy so much
too
more.
Much. So then I would also go home and bring all that food back, and then go to the cafeteria. But I wouldn't go as often as I needed to. You know, like I wouldn't go all the time. So I wasn't using all those meals. So it's important in your first semester to gauge which meal plan you need, so that in the second semester you can bump it down if you need to, or some people want to increase it.
Exactly. Well, with that, you know, you want to save money not only on the meal plan, but when you are shopping, you want to save when you're using coupons.
That's right, and we have some coupons.
We have some here today.
The first one I have is for $1 off of blue cheese, which for me is not something that I eat, but Nicole eats a lot of blue cheese, so that's a good option for her. Now, another thing that I have is a coupon for Pearl Vision, which is an eye center where you can get $20 off an eye exam. A lot of people don't have an eye doctor in Jacksonville.
So this is actually a great
so this is a great deal. And then you can get glasses off as well. So that's another good option. And then finally, one of my favorites, and probably my mom's favorite as well. Look at that, 20% off of Bed Bath & Beyond. You can't go wrong.
You can't go wrong. You know, you're always needing new towels and possibly new sheets or anything.
They have everything.
I feel like they have everything.
You ever want for your dorm. They have irons, different types of chairs, like you said, towels, all sorts of linens. They have everything. So these are some great coupons that I am definitely going to be using. So they're mine now. Thank you for bringing them in.
You're welcome. Also, I have the Mint magazine, which has tons of great coupons inside. And actually, right on the first page is an ad for Domino's. So you have a bunch of coupons there. So I know when I was at the Fountains, not necessarily me, but I would see pizza trucks there all the time.
People love their pizza, so it's a good way. Make sure you stay up to date with your different types of coupons that you see in the newspapers, in magazines, and specifically magazines just full of coupons.
And honestly, it's not even just food in here. You can save on trips to St. Augustine, on ghost tours, on even for Adventure Landing down the road.
Little weekend trips that you could
little weekend savings for you in magazines.
And one very easy way to save money on gas is by not driving. More specifically, taking the bus instead of your car. The campus shuttle runs nearly 24 hours a day, 6 days a week. You can track the shuttle on your phone with the TransLock app. Now, shout out to my suite mate in the Fountains and also a production crew member here on the Early Bird, Max. He uses the TransLock app and he tracks the buses around campus. So if we were coming into the show in the morning, he could tell if the bus was going to be there on time or if we should just walk and make it there faster.
And it's such a great app, really. You know, you don't have to waste your time wondering, like, where's the bus? Am I going to make it? Am I going to be late? You know, with that app, you can find out right away where the bus is. And you're saving money by not driving to school.
Exactly. So, you know, my first year here, I would drive everywhere. I would drive to soccer practice, and then I would drive to the grocery store. There's even buses that go to the town center.
Exactly.
So
you don't have to go there.
I used to get gas maybe once a week. Now I've cut it down to once every 3 weeks. So
which is
it
incredible.
Is a huge improvement just by taking the bus.
Yes. What a great thing.
It's a good thing to have on campus.
Yes. We're very lucky here at UNF.
Yes.
Besides having that meal plan, your Osprey card can also be a big help with saving a little money and getting some great deals around campus. For instance, we have free food promos, such as movies that offer popcorn and sodas. And another opportunity is when we have voting out here on the Student Union. Sometimes they offer free pizza and even free donuts. Now, I know last week, they had voting out here and they had donuts.
Yes.
We just wanted some so
bad. We could see them through the window, but they wouldn't bring them into us. But they look delicious, and it's a great way for some free food if you vote. And yesterday, we talked about how you can save money by going to the movies on campus. But today, you mentioned that there's free popcorn and soda. So to me, as a college student, that's a meal. That's
your dinner
right there. So you can just go to the movie, get a free movie, but more importantly, get some free popcorn, get some free soda, and some free treats.
Yes, exactly. It's perfect. And along with that, you know, you can save here on campus, but off of campus, you can also save by using your Osprey One card right here. And, you know, it's really cool that we have this card available to us. It's actually cool because every week they choose a different restaurant off campus to offer 25% off
I did
when
not know
you
that.
use your ID.
What's this week's restaurant?
This week's restaurant is Zaxby's. So you should head on over and get some zingers.
Yes, the zingers.
The zingers.
And the salad's so good there. Everything's good there. And for 25% off, I don't think I can say no.
Exactly.
I can't say no for full price.
Anything.
Who am I kidding?
But it's such a great deal. And you know, they do this every week. Every week it's a different restaurant. So make sure you check it out online.
All right, perfect. And don't change the channel just yet because we have our viral video of the day coming right up.
Yes, we'll be right back on screen.
It's a good one today, and it'll show you how you can save some money.
Yes, it will.
Clean kitchen surfaces, utensils, and hands with soapy water. 1 in 6 Americans will get sick from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
Traditional light bulbs actually generate 9 times more heat than light. Switch to Energy Star light bulbs, and you'll realize just how much cash you were really burning through. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at energysavers.gov.
Thanks so much for tuning in today to the Early Bird on Spinnaker TV. Remember to always check us out on Twitter at our handle at UNF Early Bird.
And you know you're already on Facebook, so make sure you like our page there. It's facebook.com/UNF Early Bird.
Now, speaking of saving money, here is an interesting way to get a free meal, but we don't recommend you try this at home.
Oh, snap!
It
happened so fast. That's a way to save money.
It is.
Stealing.
They didn't even know
we
what
don't promote
happened.
stealing here, but hey, that's a free meal.
It is a free meal.
And look at the lady's face at the end.
She didn't know what even happened.
That's great. All right, well, we have more money-saving tips tomorrow, so have a great day, Ospreys.